Okay, American Airlines is still airborne. 11, the first guy, he's heading towards Washington. Okay, I think we need to scramble Langley right now, and I'm gonna take the fighters from Otis and try to chase this guy down if I can find him. You sure? Yeah. Foxy, scramble Langley, head towards the Washington area. Roger that.
Fighter jets are ordered to scramble from Langley Air Force Base in Virginia, and they head eastward on a standard flight path. But 400 miles away, yet more trouble is about to break out. Cleveland Air Traffic Control are in routine contact with United 93.
United 93, that traffic 3 is 1 o'clock, 12 miles eastbound 370.
Negative contact, we're looking at United 93.
Somebody call Cleveland? Roger.
The sounds of screaming are coming directly from the cockpit. And just 4 minutes later, control overhear another chilling message.
They got them please sit down. Keep remaining sitting. We have the ball board. So
Calling Cleveland Center, you're unreadable. Say again slowly.
Back at NEADS, the operations floor receive yet another hijack report.
Okay, let me tell you this. We were looking, we're also lost American 77.
American 77. Where was he proposed to head, sir?
Excuse me?
Where was he proposed to head, sir?
Okay, he was going to LA also.
He was also going to LA.
They lost contact with him, they lost everything, and they don't have any idea where he is or what happened.
Now there's an American 77 that they believe to be coming, so we think we have two headed that direction.
Just 1 minute later, at 9:35, more news comes in about one of the two missing planes believed to be over Washington, the Phantom American 11.
Latest report, aircraft VFR 6 miles southeast of the White House.
6 miles southeast of the White House?
East?
You don't know who he is?
Nothing. We're in Boston, so I have no clue.
6 miles is just seconds in flying time. The White House is now in imminent danger.
You know, we, honest to God, thought we were literally being attacked from all angles.
With the capital under attack, the military call in the Langley fighters.
Okay, Foxy, I got an aircraft 6 miles east of the White House. You just fighters there. Turn and burn, crank it up, mine.
6 miles.
But the F-16s from Langley are 60 miles off the coastline, 150 miles away from the capital. Colonel Nasipany, in charge at NEADS, realizes they've flown the wrong way.
Why'd they go up there? God damn it.
Nasipany got really pissed. He gave a direction to fly jets directly north, but they were sent out towards the east.
And you heard him say, well, what the hell did they send them out there for?
Why'd they go up there? God damn it. Okay.
Our mission was really to protect the United States from a threat over water. So you had standardized scramble procedures that take you out over water.
Colonel Nasipany orders the F-16s back to the capital.
Okay, push it back. Is that airliner? No, run them to the White House. 8-1, you want to relay? What are we doing? Going direct east. For reference whiskey, they're going direct Washington. 5, they're going direct Washington.
It was, you know, light them up, let's get them down there where they need to be.
Hey, if need be to get those back up, go. Okay, we'll fucking super to get there if need be. I don't care how many windows you break.
Major recipient was, I don't care how many windows you break, go supersonic. You know, 2 jets have already hit, you know, the 2 towers. You know, rules are out the window right now. You know, we're getting there.
Even at full speed, the F-16s are at least 5 minutes away. While they are still in the air,
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Live picture from Washington. There is smoke pouring out of the Pentagon.
The plane that smashed into the Pentagon wasn't the Phantom American 11, believed to be heading for the White House, but in fact the other missing plane, American 77.
Okay, the aircraft that is covered by the White House is now near the Pentagon. I don't know where the hell they're getting their info. I said Washington has no clue when I called Washington about it. They didn't know what the hell was going on. What does this say that's going on TV now? I don't know. What the fuck is this about?
And I'm like, they hit the Pentagon. They hit the freaking Pentagon. And I looked at Sergeant Dooley.
And she's no kidding doing this and looking at me, and these tears are coming down. And I said, hey, we don't have time for that. Turn around, do your job.
Go ahead. Pentagon just got hit. CNN. God damn it, I can't even protect my NCA.
We've gone from this peacetime, pure peacetime environment almost into full wartime within an hour. It was pretty dramatic.
What's next? World Trade Centers, Pentagon, the White House was just mentioned. You know, what could they possibly do now?
With the headquarters of the American military now hit, Ben Sliney at the FAA decides to clear the skies of America of all civilian aircraft.
I wanted to gain control over the situation. In my mind, there were missiles flying around, and I wanted to take as many out of the sky as possible. What was left, we'd have to deal with, either militarily or in some other fashion.
But while NEADS are attempting to defend the capital and the FAA are trying to clear the skies, one flight over Cleveland is causing concern for local air traffic controllers. At 9:34, Cleveland Control notifies the FAA Command Center.
United 93 may have a bomb on board.
Okay, United 93, who's speaking?
Cleveland Center.
Okay, and can you give me any additional information as to why you believe there may be a bomb?
Because he's screaming that on the frequency.
2 minutes later, Cleveland calls the FAA again. United 93 has now turned around and is flying back towards Washington. They ask for immediate military support.
Our question here is, our aircraft that we have has climbed, turned, and is not talking to us. So do we want to scramble? We got a couple local military here.
Okay, that's a decision that has to be made at a different level.
All right, is someone talking about it at least?
What's the call sign again?
It's United 93. He's right over Cleveland.
But the FAA did not pass on this vital information about United 93 to the military.
As things turned out, the FAA headquarters never notified the military about United 93. The military learned about it almost by accident.
I don't think it's a valid question to ask whether they talked with us enough. It's that our communications were not designed for this type of a war. Our interactions were not designed for this type of war.
At 9:39, United 93's hijackers mistakenly broadcast an announcement meant for the passengers on board.
Hi, the captain. I would like to remain seated. We have bomb aboard, and we are going to back to the airport, and we have our demand, so people remain quiet.
Passengers on board United 93 start making calls to loved ones. Mark Bingham phones his mother, but gets cut off. She calls back and leaves him a message.
Tuesday, 9:47 a.m.
Mark, this is your mom. The news is that it's been hijacked by terrorists. They are planning to probably use the plane as a target to hit some site on the ground. If you possibly can, try to overpower these guys. Try to call me back if you can. I love you, sweetie. Good luck. Bye-bye.
At 9:59, live on global television, the first World Trade Center collapses. With the Pentagon already hit, America has gone in under 60 minutes from peacetime to being in the grip of the biggest terrorist attack in its history.
It would seem that the United States on this day is under attack from terrorists.
Up in the skies, a fourth hijacked plane, United 93, is still heading for Washington, and the military have received no information about it.
Clearly, it was a failure of the command and control structure at FAA headquarters because they had the information that United 93 was hijacked almost in real time, within 5 minutes.
The bottom line was we didn't have the communication pieces that we needed. We weren't speaking to the correct people in the FAA that we probably needed to speak to.
There were disconnects, there's no doubt about it.
Finally, at 7 minutes past 10, 39 minutes after United 93 was hijacked, a call comes through to NEADS.
We got a United 93 out here. Are you aware of that? That has a bomb on board.
A bomb on board. And this is confirmed. Do you have a mode 3, sir?
No, we lost this transponder.
But even if United 93 could be located, fighter jets have no clear guidance what to do should they intercept it.
What happens when we get there? What are we going to do? Are we firing? We can't just arbitrarily just shoot, anybody we want out of the air.
Negative clearance to shoot. Jamie.
1527, Brian.
God damn it, Foxy.
I'm not really worried about code words.
Fuck the code words. That's perishable information. Negative clearance to fire. ID type failed.
Over 90 minutes after the first hijack, the military still do not have clearance to shoot down United 93 or any other hijacked plane. Just 4 minutes later, NEADS call Washington Air Traffic Control for more information.
I also want to give you a heads up, Washington.
Go ahead.
United 93, have you got information on that yet?
Yeah, he's down.
He's down?
Yes.
When did he land? Because we have confirmation.
He did not land.
Oh, he's down?
Yes, somewhere up northeast of Camp David.
Finding out that it didn't and it actually had crashed, it was just another plane that we couldn't stop.
Northeast of Camp David.
That's the last report. They don't know exactly where.
This was devastating, this crash of United 93. Not that none of the other ones were any less devastating or more. It's just that it's another one on top of the already 3 that we know.
The truth is that the critical moments, the last line of defense for the country was the passengers on United 93 and the crew. The vast infrastructure that had been built to protect the country had completely failed.
At 10:32, 29 minutes after United 93 had gone down, a vital message finally comes through to NEADS.
You need to read this. Region Commander has declared that we can shoot down tracks that do not respond to our direction. I'll pass out the weapons. Okay.
He basically said we will take lives in the air to preserve lives on the ground.
Okay. Okay. You read that from the Vice President, right? Vice President has cleared.
Vice President has cleared us to intercept tracks. You know what they do is shoot them down if they do not respond first on RCC.
As it turned out, there were no more hijacked planes in the sky. The order to shoot them down came too late.
In many ways, NEAD spent that whole morning chasing phantoms.